Sehen wir gefunden doch in Chanukah-Tag und in Onitz von Chanukah, was wie mir sagt in Al-Hanissim, der Montos, Al-Hanissim Al-Atshuis.
Mr. Astorino, County Executive. First, I'd like to congratulate you on a new term. We won the bet. We played dreidel last year right here. We got a gimel. It's 4 more years. That's Chanukah is double. It's 8. So we're in for at least 8. And we appreciate the fact that we have a long-standing tradition with many county executives to come and light in honor of the holiday of Chanukah in a country of freedom and democracy, the celebration of the miracle of lights. I'd like to honor the county executive with lighting the shamash. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam asher kiddishanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu l'adlik ner Chanukah. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam she'asa nisim l'avoseinu bayamim ha'em bizman hazeh. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam Shehecheyanu v'kimanu v'giyanu l'azman hazeh. Ma'os tzur yeshuvasi lechano v'lishabeyach tikam beis tefilasi V'sham et ha'yida nizabeach Le'yeis tachinem adbeach Mitzura menabeach Ozeg ma'ir b'shir Chanukah samizbeach Ozeg ma'ir b'shir mizmor Chanukah samizbeach. We brought a gift for you this year. This is actually Maimonides' rendition of what the menorah looked like.
Happy Hanukkah to all. I appreciate this is the 4th year you've been here, and I appreciate it very, very much. I know it's something the staff, as you can see, likes to come to, and this is, and for real reasons. You know, we believe very much in what is perhaps the most important part of the Constitution, and that's the freedom of religion in our country. And I think I told you last year when my wife and I went to Israel for our first trip ever, the part, and we're Christian, and yet the part that meant probably more to us spiritually was at the Western Wall. And that's where we truly felt God's presence. So I wanted to say thank you for your friendship and your kindness and your prayers, which mean a lot to me personally, and wish you a blessed Hanukkah.
Thank you.
Thank you. I haven't gotten any interest on this. It's just been sitting in there for years.
You got 4 years of interest. This is the Holy Temple. Where you stood is on the bottom of the wall right here, the Western Wall. Jewish tradition has it that on Chanukah we give children Chanukah geld, money. The United States dollar bill reads, "In God we trust," as you mentioned before. It has the picture of an eye that sees, and it talks about unity, e pluribus unum, as the Rabbi points out. On behalf of the residents and citizens of Westchester County, I give you $1 of Chanukah geld, and I ask you kindly to please put it into the charity box. That'll be 4 more years.
Thank you.
We have a long-standing tradition of asking each of the rabbis to say a thought for Chanukah. Rabbi Mendel Silberstein, Chabad of Larchmont and Mamaroneck.
Jew comes from the Hebrew Yehudi. Yehudi comes from the word Yehuda, Judah. Why did he get the name Judah? His mother said, Hapam Odes Hashem. This time I will thank God. So the very name Jew means to give thanks. So we give thanks. We give thanks that you were re-elected again. We give thanks to all the blessings that we have here in Westchester. We give thanks to all the blessings that we have over here and continue to pray for the well-being and happy Chanukah.
Rabbi Benji Silverman, 303 Broadway in Dobbs Ferry, Chabad of Rivertowns.
The story of Chanukah. The Jews come into the temple. It's been defiled by the Greeks. They've taken all the oil for the menorah and deliberately defiled it. And the Jews managed to find one cruse, one jug of oil, enough to last 1 day. And miraculously, it lasts 8 days, hence the 8 days of Chanukah. And the question everyone asks is, the miracle wasn't on the first day. They had enough oil to last for 1 day. The miracle was for the last 7 days. So we should really celebrate 7 days of Chanukah, not 8. So perhaps the first day there was a different miracle. The fact that they even looked. Imagine coming to the temple completely defiled. You throw up your hands, forget it, it's over. There's no chance. But they never gave up. They continued to search till they found that oil. They did their part, and they made it happen. And I think it's a great lesson in life, especially coming back for another term. You look at the county, I'm sure there are some things which you hope to change, and some things you throw in, forget it, that will never change. And you know what? The lesson of Chanukah is you do your part. Make a small change, and the rest will take care of itself.
Rabbi Yehuda Eber, Chabad of Yorktown, Somers, and Cortland.
Thank you. We thank God for all the miracles that He has done for us in the past and today. And that's what Thanksgiving is all about. Thanking God for the good harvest, for the victory of the wars that they had, and for freedom of religion. So at a time like today, the lesson that we learn is to thank God in everything that we have and everything that He does for us.
Our newest addition, hailing from Melbourne, Australia, Rabbi Levi Groner, Chabad of Pelham.
Thank you. It's truly an honor to join the esteemed delegation of Chabad rabbis and to begin Chabad activities in Pelham. There's, of course, in Judaism, in many of our prayers we thank God, beginning from right in the morning when we wake up. Modani is the first prayer that we say, which is actually thanking God for restoring our souls and giving us another day of life. But there's actually one mitzvah in the Torah which is dedicated to thanking God, and that is the mitzvah Bikurim, the first fruits. When the Jewish people came to Israel, they were given a commandment that once they had settled in their homeland and they grew produce, so the first fruits they should bring to the Holy Temple and give to the priests. So what's unique about this mitzvah? Like we said, there's many prayers that we thank God. And the explanation is that this mitzvah meant not just thanking God, not just praying and saying words, but actually committing to something. And that is that taking from our first fruits, taking from that which we worked very hard on, and we toiled and we invested in, and dedicating that to God, that's a true Thanksgiving. So when we have elected officials here that dedicate from their time and their days and giving back, that's a true demonstration of Thanksgiving.
Rabbi David Lapkowski, Chabad of Ossining, Briarcliff, and Croton.
There's a beautiful lesson from the menorah. If you look, there are 8 candles, then there's a 9th one, which is called the shamash. Shamash is the one that lights the other candles. So the shamash is like the public servant. And a lot of times when you're in the when you're helping others, whatever, you think to yourself, what's going to be with me? And if you look at the menorah, you see how all these 8 candles are all on the same level, but the shamash is a little higher. That when you give from yourself and you help others, you actually get elevated, and God blesses you. Everything that you do, that even your own life gets elevated as well.
Rabbi Eric Wolf, Chabad of Bedford and Pound Ridge.
There's a movement in this country and all over the world to kind of divorce our morals and ethics from their spiritual religious and God-given core. And it's important for elected officials and everybody to recognize that a society's morals are God-given. And it's really one of the messages of Hanukkah, because the Hellenists, the Greek Syrians, really, according to some, had nothing against Jews' traditions, values, morals. They were against the fact that they were spiritual or religious in nature. Just humanistic is fine. And the message of Hanukkah is that for a society to endure, we have to recognize that our morals are God-given, and therefore they're not changeable. And that's what is, and looking through history, you'll find the societies that have endured and the societies that have crumbled. And so we recognize that year and year again, and I know that's something that you've spoken about in our presence in past years, and it's important for all of us to recognize in honor of Hanukkah. Thank you.
Rabbi Struli Deitch, Chabad of Bronxville.
It's a great honor to be here again with you in office, of course. To touch upon the idea of the shamash, the candle that we use to light the other candles. So as a Jew, we're brought up that we question everything that we do. So why indeed do we use a candle to light the other candles? Why can't we use a match or use any candle? Why do we need specifically a symbolic candle that sits higher than the rest? So the idea is that in life, we always need to realize that there is potential in other things. The leading candle here sees that there is potential in the other candles, that he wants to light the other candles. You see potential in them, that they need you to bring out that potential in them. So we're very happy to have you in office representing us. Thank you.
This is so exciting.
Your destiny is in there. You got it.
Yeah? Is it really?
Sure. The bottle is over there, not good.
We want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we don't want to wait. We want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we don't want to wait. Am Yisrael, I'm no fear Mashiach will be here this year. Am Yisrael, I'm no fear Mashiach will be here this year. We want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now.
Catching on.
Hey, we want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now. We don't want to wait.
Deputy County Executive, it's a pleasure to meet you again. Congratulations, Mazel Tov for another 4 years.
Thank you.
And we would be honored to have a Hanukkah message from you in honor of the holiday of Hanukkah.
Thank you. Rabbi, thank you very much. It's my great privilege to wish you happy Hanukkah, to say thanks for all that you have done and all of our fellow rabbis have done here. We know that this is a momentous Hanukkah because it coincides with Thanksgiving. And I just sat through and stood through the great messages from all of the rabbis, recognize the importance of Thanksgiving and Hanukkah. And we want to wish you the best, and we thank you for all you have done and for being a great partner in Westchester County. So we look forward to next year and wishing you another happy Hanukkah.
Thank you. Mazel Tov, as we say. Happy Hanukkah.
Thank you. Thanks for everything, fellas. Thank you.
The shamash, you can light the other one. I'll take your matches.
We'll also have to be very careful these days that don't set off the fire alarms.
That's right. Since it's not Hanukkah today, we'll say the blessings without God's name. Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam Asher kiddishanu b'mitzvaysav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner Chanukah Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lav.
Thank you very much for all that you do, Rabbi, and for coming by and allowing me to share this holiday with you. For everyone, I wish everyone the healthiest and happiest of times. May everyone rejoice in all of God's blessings. and may everyone share the benefit of happiness and peace.
Amen.
Amen.
Well, I think I'm actually the first person who was Jewish who serves in this position, and I think it's very special. It's really an opportunity to show that, when your parents and grandparents, people who came before us, came to this country and made a life, that we're part of the community and we're making a contribution to the community. And I think the values of trying to help people live together in peace, and obviously the courts are there, as you pointed out, to try to enforce the law, and to try to make sure that we all live together in harmony.
A very long time. Can I take?
Yeah, sure. Don't take it up. Just take off the sleeve. I want
Okay.
I want
half,
to see that
half,
a judge can put on film.
half on and half off.
And the watch.
And the watch. Okay. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Kiddushanu Mitzvosav Mitzivanu V'Haniach Tefillah.
Amen.
Adonai Eloheinu Adonai
Echad. Together, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Shehakol Nihiyah Bidvaro.
Chaim.
Chaim, Judge.
Yas Shalom, Yas Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ya'akol Yisrael. Yas Shalom, Yas Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ya'akol Yisrael. Judge,
Comes along and teaches us that even when there is darkness, if you bring a light and you strike a match, you can illuminate the darkest of situations. When we bring the divine purpose of existence, the divine law, the sense of justice and purpose which protects all of our citizens, equal justice under the law, in a sense we're bringing illumination, not darkness, to the contrary, to all of society, allowing us all to live in a civilized manner.
Well, to all those communities and to everyone, I wish everyone a happy Hanukkah, a happy Thanksgiving, and a happy and prosperous year ahead.
Thank you. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made you out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh, dreidel, I shall play.